My immediate question is, what have you learned about the technologies from the process of constructing your product? In order for me to answer this question, to use different types of software. The first software that I used was InDesign, which I never heard before, and I had to use it to make my college magazine. What I didn't like about InDesign is how everything's on one layer, and it's really hard importing the pictures and doing effects on each of the titles. So it really was actually really hard to do. But on our second task, we were allowed to use Photoshop or InDesign. I chose to use Photoshop because I never used it before and I wanted to see what was it like. Here's my front cover. And what I liked about Photoshop is each layer is it's on the right hand side and it shows which effects that you used, and all you need to do is click on the layer and that's it. So you can type whatever you want. I mean, it's very simple and very easier to use. The types of effect that I used was the Magic Lasso tool, which automatically goes through the edges where you want to cut, and it's very simple and it guides you. All you need to do is guide the tool through it, so it's very easy to use. What I also used was lots of effects. Right click and you click blending options, and I'll use stroke for example, and automatically it will show me what it does on the preview box here, or I can just look behind and see what it does. So it's very easy to use, and I can also tell what kind of effects that I use. It's very helpful because I don't need to use it again. Well, what was also very simple is writing. You could just make a text box here, and you just write like that. So it's very simple. And if you just make a mistake, you edit and press undo. So it's very simple. What I also used was VoiceThread. For example, VoiceThread is, I'll show you on the internet where I posted a few pictures, and you can either write on it, or you can either do a live commentary, and I'll show you what I did. It's live commentary on the left, and that's me commenting on the picture. So it's very simple. But I also use Prezi, which is another website, kind of like Microsoft PowerPoint, but it's on the internet and it's very nice to use. As you can see, I did my evaluations on here, and it's very simple to do, very easy to make an account, and it's my teacher can see it very easier as well. And I also use Facebook in order to get the possible target audience and to see what would they like on my music magazine. So here's me posting it on a group on Facebook, and below is some people answering the question. So it's very simple to use Facebook, which is another type of the technology that I used. I also use Microsoft to conduct my research, and also PowerPoint. Very simple, just do screenshots and you write on the side what each screenshot means. So very simple. I use all of this to help me with my evaluation, and I learned a lot on Photoshop and InDesign because I never used it before. And at the end of the day, I will use Photoshop. Because, as I said, it's much easier, easy access on the tools. And what I did like is the paint bucket. You can get your exact color of the hat, and say if you want it, you just click on it and it will tell you what actually color that you want on the colors here, tell you which color the hat's going to be. So it's very simple and very easy to use. And look, and it tells me what other tools I used previously. So I did learn a lot about Photoshop and how to do the background and blending options of it. So it's really It was really nice and very simple to use, and it's really easy to duplicate layers and layer properties, see what color that you want it to be. So it's very nice and simple to use other than InDesign. Thank you for listening.